Welcome to Whisper Facts 101. Here, we share fascinating facts and stories. Today, enjoy 101 unique facts about the Formula One. A Formula One car, despite weighing just over 800 kilograms, creates so much downforce at top speed that it could theoretically drive upside down along the roof of a tunnel without ever falling, just from the force alone. In the quiet moments between races, each Formula One team works tirelessly on aerodynamics, crafting shapes with such delicate precision that even the shape of a screw head can mean the difference between victory and silence. The steering wheel of a Formula One car is a gentle marvel of engineering, holding over 20 buttons, dials, and switches, each designed to quietly command complex systems with a single soft touch from the driver's gloved fingers. During a race, the tires on a Formula One car can lose up to half a kilogram in weight, not from wear, but simply from the gradual evaporation of rubber molecules under the gentle yet relentless heat of the track. Though the cars appear sleek and aggressive, each Formula One vehicle is designed not just for speed, but for grace through the air, with sculpted wings and flowing curves that embrace the invisible whispers of wind. At full throttle, a Formula One engine spins so fast, up to 15,000 revolutions per minute, that each piston completes a cycle in less than 4 milliseconds, faster than a blink, yet so precisely timed it hums in near-perfect harmony. Many Formula One drivers describe a state of calm focus while racing, a kind of meditative rhythm where each gear shift and turn of the wheel becomes part of a flowing dance between man, machine, and motion. The cockpit of a Formula One car is custom-molded for each driver's body, fitting so snugly that it gently hugs them like a tailored glove, ensuring they feel every subtle shift of the machine's weight beneath them. A Formula One pit stop is a choreography of calm chaos, where 16 people work in harmony to change 4 tires in under 2 seconds, each motion rehearsed until it becomes instinctively smooth and beautifully synchronized. The Halo device, now a quiet protector above every driver's head, can withstand the weight of a London double-decker bus. Its smooth arch a silent guardian that blends seamlessly into the poetry of the car's design. In the early morning before a race, the paddock comes alive not with noise, but with hushed anticipation, as engineers whisper over data and drivers retreat into quiet rituals to center themselves before the storm of speed. Each Formula One helmet is a masterpiece of personal design, telling stories through colors and symbols, while quietly protecting the driver with layers of carbon fiber and energy-absorbing foam, lighter than you'd ever imagine. Although the races are fast and fierce, Formula One is often decided in the calm spaces in between the split-second decisions, the silent strategy calls, the invisible data flowing gently through the headsets of the teams. Rain transforms a Formula One race into a quiet ballet of caution and control, as drivers navigate puddles and hidden grip, trusting their instincts and whispering to their tires for feedback through every subtle steering motion. Formula One engines are so finely tuned that even a slight change in air temperature can affect performance, making the warm breeze of a summer afternoon just as important as tire wear or fuel load in determining the outcome. Despite the speed, every Formula One team spend hundreds of quiet hours in wind tunnels, watching streams of smoke flow gently over models, analyzing each curve with the patience of a sculptor refining a sleeping statue. During a night race, the glowing lights reflect softly off the cars, turning the circuit into a luminous ribbon, where speed meets serenity under the stars, and the roar of engines fades into a distant, rhythmic lullaby. In a Formula One race, drivers often use their hearing to sense gear changes and engine health, tuning in to the smallest audio cues, letting the gentle whine of machinery guide them like a familiar melody. Each track on the Formula One calendar has its own unique character and rhythm, from the sunlit hills of Spa to the quiet night streets of Singapore, creating a global tapestry of motion and memory for drivers and fans alike. The tires used in Formula One are designed to behave like a soft whisper against the tarmac, offering different textures of grip and heat response, depending on how gently or aggressively they're warmed and handled. Some drivers describe racing as entering a trance-like state where time seems to slow, the world narrows to just the road ahead, and every motion becomes smooth, deliberate, and utterly focused in the present moment. Formula One gearboxes shift faster than the blink of an eye, under 50 milliseconds, yet each transition is so seamlessly timed that the driver often feels it more as a soft nudge than a mechanical change. Each race begins with a moment of almost sacred silence on the grid, engines idling low, helmets on, eyes forward, an inhale before the roar, a pause before the poetry of speed unfolds across the circuit. Modern Formula One cars are powered by hybrid engines, combining electric and traditional power in a quiet symphony of energy recovery and seamless acceleration, blending cutting-edge science with the thrill of motion. The seatbelt harness in a Formula One car holds the driver so snugly that they become one with the machine, feeling every vibration, every gear change, every shift in balance, as if the car were an extension of their own body. When viewed from above, a Formula One car cutting through corners looks like brushstrokes on a black canvas, elegant arcs of motion shaped by data, instinct, and the graceful tension between control and chaos. Many Formula One drivers use visualization techniques before a race, closing their eyes and softly imagining every corner, every braking point, rehearsing the perfect lap in their minds like a whispered lullaby to themselves. The sound of a Formula One car is not just a roar, but a layered harmony, high-pitched electric whirs, subtle gear clicks, the low hum of energy harvesting, creating an unexpected music for those who listen closely. The carbon fiber used in Formula One is stronger than steel yet feather-light, woven into intricate patterns that offer not just safety and performance, a quiet testament to human innovation and material beauty. Though it lasts only about 90 minutes, each Grand Prix is the culmination of thousands of hours of silent work, designing, refining, testing, dreaming, where every second gained is a quiet celebration of effort and insight. Drivers often describe the perfect lap as something they feel more than execute, a gentle flow where thoughts quiet down, the world narrows to a single point, and the car glides as if it were part of a dream. At high speeds, the heat generated by Formula One brakes can glow softly like embers, reaching over 1,000 degrees Celsius. Yet these glowing discs remain smooth and composed, offering stopping power with silent intensity. Each track has elevation changes and cambered corners that shape the race like gentle hills in a flowing landscape, offering challenges not in aggression, but in the artful finesse of finding the line that whispers back fastest. In Monaco, the circuit winds through quiet harbor streets, past soft-lit balconies and timeless buildings, creating a race that feels more like a dream than a sport, its beauty lingering long after the final lap. The fuel used in Formula One is blended with quiet precision, tailored for each team's engine, each circuit's demands, and each weather condition, every drop calculated to extract the smoothest possible balance of power and efficiency. The safety car, while often overlooked, glides onto the track with quiet authority, slowing the race not in interruption but in gentle preservation, ensuring the flow of competition resumes only when the path is truly clear. Each driver's radio is a lifeline of calm voices, where engineers speak in soothing tones, guiding their driver through high-speed stress with quiet reminders, shared knowledge, and comforting clarity even in the tensest moments. Formula One is not only a test of machines but human endurance. Drivers lose up to 3 kilograms of water weight in a race, yet they remain focused, calm, and graceful under intense heat and G-forces. Even the paint on a Formula One car is applied with weight in mind. Each livery weighs just a few hundred grams, adding not color alone, but personality and lightness in the softest layers possible. In the stillness of the garage, the car is gently awakened before a race with preheated fluids, systems checks, and quiet data readings, like stretching before a run, only wrapped in carbon and software. Teams can adjust tire pressure remotely, responding to changing temperatures and track surfaces in real time, allowing the car to remain soft and balanced even as conditions whisper their shifting secrets mid-race. Formula One drivers experience forces up to 6G while braking, meaning their bodies feel 6 times heavier than normal, yet they manage it with calm breath control and core strength that steadies them like anchors in a flowing current. The water bottles used in Formula One cars are heated by the car's systems during a race, meaning drivers often sip warm fluid to stay hydrated, a subtle yet vital detail in the quiet science of endurance and focus. Each Formula One team brings over 40 tons of equipment to every race, yet everything is packed, shipped, and unpacked with peaceful efficiency, creating an entire traveling world of calm preparation in each paddock across the globe. Formula One engineers often work with margins of just millimeters or less, knowing that even the tiniest improvement in airflow or temperature control can bring a gentle gain that reshapes an entire race weekend. Between sessions, drivers often sit quietly in the garage, eyes closed or softly focused, reviewing telemetry not just with computers but with feel, searching for the perfect rhythm hidden between numbers and turns. The marshals around every circuit are silent heroes of Formula One, volunteers trained in safety and observation, ready to wave flags or gently guide drivers to safety, keeping the race flowing with quiet guardianship. Formula One helmets are painted by hand over several days, each design layered delicately with personal stories, tributes, or inspirations, transforming a safety device into a canvas of calm expression and identity. The DRS system, drag reduction system, is like opening a soft invisible wing on the back of the car, reducing resistance just enough to create smooth overtakes, as if the car is suddenly gliding on a cushion of air. Each Formula One team develops unique steering wheel designs to suit their drivers' fingers, preferences, and comfort, crafting custom controls that turn high-speed complexity into something as intuitive and gentle as turning a dial on a bedside lamp. When a driver speaks to their race engineer, the conversation flows with quiet codes and calm commands, a trusted voice offering guidance across continents, united by data and belief in one another's skill. The chassis of a Formula One car is made from over 12 layers of carbon fiber and resin, baked slowly like pottery until it becomes a light yet unbreakable shell, surrounding the driver in a cocoon of thoughtful safety. At top speed, a Formula One car can travel the length of a football pitch in under a second, yet from within, the driver sees only a flowing blur, responding to every ripple and shift with instinctive grace. Tire blankets are used before each race to gently warm the rubber to ideal temperatures, allowing the tires to hug the track from the very first corner with a warmth that echoes comfort and readiness. The track limits in Formula One are monitored down to the millimeter, yet the best drivers know how to dance along them with quiet mastery, gaining time not through aggression, but through a painter's brushstroke of precision. Each Formula One circuit has a character shaped by the land it's built upon. Some whisper with history, others sing with speed, but all share one thing, a flowing rhythm that drivers must learn to feel, not just memorize. Before a race begins, the silence of the national anthem, the calm exhale of mechanics, and the quiet intensity of the drivers combine into a sacred hush, an emotional stillness before the poetry of motion begins. Telemetry from a Formula One car sends over 1,000 data points per second to the garage, yet engineers interpret these floods of numbers not with panic, but with steady analysis, searching for harmony in every curve of data. Some Formula One drivers say they don't just drive the car, they wear it, they listen to it breathe, and they learn to trust its smallest movements like whispers from a close friend under pressure. The brake system in a Formula One car uses carbon discs that glow with heat and bite with gentle urgency, converting 200 miles per hour into stillness in just seconds, yet doing so with smooth, confident control. Wind tunnels used by teams are so sensitive they can detect the difference made by a single drop of rain on a car's surface, allowing teams to refine performance with the calm precision of nature itself. In the rare moments a car fails, the silence that follows is profound, a sudden pause in motion, as though the vehicle itself has sighed, yielding softly to mechanical stillness after a storm of effort. Even the tools used in Formula One garages are engineered for quiet speed, low-profile jacks, soft gliding wheel guns, and torque wrenches that click with gentle precision, orchestrating each stop like a carefully timed breath. The simulator rooms where drivers train are often dimly lit and hushed, allowing them to fall into the rhythm of virtual laps, practicing endlessly in digital calm before racing through real-world chaos. The gloves worn by Formula One drivers are woven with flame-resistant materials so light and supple that drivers can still feel the gentle texture of steering wheel buttons through them, combining absolute safety with soft, second-skin sensitivity. Each Formula One engine contains over 5,000 individual components, and yet every piece must come together with such seamless harmony that the entire unit breathes like a living being, tuned to perform in perfect rhythm for just 90 minutes of glory. Some Formula One circuits, like Silverstone and Monza, are built on former airfields or royal parks, quietly carrying centuries of history beneath their tarmac, where now the echoes of aircraft and horses are replaced with the soft roar of engineering poetry. Even though races are fierce, Formula One drivers often maintain deep mutual respect, sometimes training or cycling together between races, sharing stories and smiles off track in a calm contrast to the precision and fire of their on-track personas. The cooling systems inside a Formula One car use more than 10 meters of tubing and dozens of vents, all designed to quietly keep temperatures in balance, creating an invisible flow of calm that protects the engine like a gentle heartbeat. Formula One drivers train their neck muscles so intensely that they can resist forces several times their body weight. Yet this strength is developed through controlled, quiet exercises, building stability not with violence, but with steady, patient resistance. Between each race, cars are disassembled to the chassis and reassembled with fresh parts, a process not rushed but ritualistic. Every bolt checked, every cable tested, like preparing a trusted friend for a final ballet on the global stage. Each Formula One car is fitted with a fire suppression system that can deploy within milliseconds, wrapping the cockpit in a cloud of safety foam, designed not just for speed, but for the soft assurance of emergency readiness. The paint used on Formula One cars often contains tiny flakes of metallic or matte particles, giving the livery a subtle shimmer that only reveals itself in the right light, adding beauty and personality in ways only a close observer would notice. In the calm hours before sunrise on race day, pit lanes begin to glow with a quiet, methodical energy. Coffee cups in hand, mechanics hum softly, final touches are made, and the car sits still, waiting to awaken. Formula One timing systems are accurate to within 1/5000th of a second, so even a gentle twitch of the throttle or a slightly smoother line through a corner can separate two drivers by less than the blink of an eye. When a new driver joins a team, they spend hours in seat-fitting sessions, where the cockpit is lined, molded, and shaved down by hand, ensuring the feel of every edge and corner embraces them like a cradle of trust and comfort. In wet conditions, rain tires are specially grooved to move over 60 liters of water per second away from the track surface, creating a gentle cushion between rubber and tarmac, allowing the driver to glide through puddles with controlled elegance. Despite their size and strength, Formula One cars are delicately tuned to the environment. Changes in altitude, humidity, or sunlight can affect balance and performance, making each race a soft negotiation with the whispers of nature. Some tracks are so smooth that drivers could hear their own breathing through the helmet during long straights, a moment of calm in which machine and human become indistinguishable in focus, waiting for the next twist of the journey. The Formula One medical car, which follows the field on the first lap, is driven by a former racing driver and a trauma doctor, both ready to respond instantly, but waiting in quiet watchfulness behind a storm of speed. The fuel tank in a Formula One car is made of a special rubberized material that won't rupture even in extreme crashes, forming a soft, flexible barrier that gently protects the thousands of tiny explosions happening within each second. Each track marshal is trained to respond to dozens of scenarios, yet their presence is often silent and unnoticed, standing still in high-visibility suits, patiently watching each lap unfold like a guardian on the edge of the race. The rearview mirrors on Formula One cars are adjusted to fractions of a degree, because at high speeds, even a small misalignment could hide an approaching car, so drivers depend on mirrors polished, tuned, and trusted like quiet windows to danger. To keep teams honest, the FIA randomly weighs cars after qualifying, asking drivers to stop in a designated spot where the silence of measurement determines whether the car is legal, a moment of truth in the gentle hum of the garage. The floors of Formula One cars are sculpted with intricate curves and slits to create what is known as ground effect, softly sucking the car to the track, using the air beneath as an invisible cushion of force and grace. Despite the sheer number of components and people involved, each car has a single engine start button, and when pressed, that button awakens a symphony of life, like lighting a candle that unleashes a windstorm with grace and purpose. In the final moments before the lights go out, drivers often say a quiet word to themselves, sometimes a phrase, sometimes a breath, sometimes nothing at all, but always something that brings calm before the dive into focus and fire. Though every team is a fierce competitor, in moments of crisis, the paddock unites with silent understanding, offering tools, personnel, or even spare parts to one another, not in defeat, but in honor of the sport's spirit and safety. The finish line is marked by a strip of painted tarmac and an overhead sensor, but for drivers, crossing it often feels like exhaling a held breath. Years of training, seconds of glory, and the softness of a dream realized in motion. The onboard cameras fitted to Formula One cars weigh less than a deck of playing cards, yet they quietly capture every moment, every vibration, every shift in light, offering viewers a gentle window into a world that once felt impossibly fast and far away. Formula One brake pedals require such strength to operate that drivers must press them with over 100 kilograms of force. Yet from the outside, this immense pressure is invisible, masked by the smooth elegance of a car slowing with near-silent precision. Between races, many drivers seek out solitude, cycling in quiet countryside, walking along ocean cliffs, or simply listening to music alone. Because even in a life filled with motion, there is beauty in slowing down and listening to the world whisper back. The safety harness inside a Formula One car is so snug that it must be carefully loosened before the driver can even breathe deeply, wrapping them in layers of quiet security that transform the chaos of speed into a sense of calm control. Some corners on the Formula One calendar, like Eau Rouge, Suzuka's 130R, or Monaco's swimming pool section, are known not just for challenge, but for their rhythm, curving like whispered poetry through the track, asking drivers to trust their car and their courage without speaking.